Yo, what up? This is Daz. Welcome to Existential Experience. Today we are talking about lucid dreaming. It's a very fascinating topic. I was a child when I first experienced this thing. The earth cracked open and I started falling. And I could see the lava and dark surroundings, and it was scary, and I was falling. And suddenly, amidst my fall, I realized that, wait a second, why am I not finally falling? Why this is not ending? And in that moment, I realized that this was a dream. And suddenly, my environment morphed into a clear blue sky, and I started flying. You can expect certain things like that in a lucid dream. So I was really excited. I told my parents about it in the morning, and they were like, yeah, whatever. They were like, yeah, it's a dream. It happens. And then I told my friends at school, and because we were at that age, everyone found it really fascinating, and they shared their stories as well. Some of them didn't care, because not everyone gets it. My stories. Anyway, so yeah, that was the end of it. And then later on, years passed by, and I saw this movie called Inception. And that's when it was confirmed to me that lucid dreaming is a thing. Recently, I had another such experience, and I just ordered this book called Exploring the World of Lucid Dreams by Stephen LaBerge. First of all, before we go ahead, what is lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming is any dream while you're sleeping in which you're aware that you're dreaming. So basically, your waking consciousness snaps into your dream reality, and everything is totally clear, vivid, and just as vibrant as real life. It's just that the laws of physics don't apply there. You won't die. So that's what lucid dreaming is, and probably you might have experienced it. A lot of people accidentally experience such a thing. Okay, so Stephen LaBerge, the author of Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming, he tested certain Tibetan Buddhists in the laboratory of Stanford University, and he found out that it's not just a spiritual woo-woo thing, it's a real thing. He proved it scientifically. Although Buddhists have been practicing this dream yoga for hundreds of years, there's a lot of things to expect. A lot of adventures and fantasies can be fulfilled in a lucid dream. You can experience flight. That's the number one. People love flying. You can experience flying. You can experience swimming deep into the oceans and hanging out with all sorts of cool aquatic creatures. You can experience driving the fastest cars you can imagine, Ferraris and Lamborghinis and whatnot. You can be in New York City and then in Amsterdam in no time. When first you understand how lucid dreaming works, you are doing all sorts of crazy things and fulfilling all your fantasies, including making love. Okay, so that's one of the things you can expect from lucid dreaming. Next thing that you can expect is you can overcome your deepest nightmares. Now, whatever we see in our dreams, especially the scary things, are a symbolic representation of our deep-seated fears. So if we can tap into that and not run away from our fears in our lucid dream, we'll be able to figure out what is it that's bothering us. It could be trust issues, past relationship failures, any such things. Post-traumatic stress disorders, that's a big one. It can be used for overcoming certain things as well. Number third is creativity and problem solving. A lot of creative beings, and I mean even Einstein, have gotten some insights from lucid dreaming. Eye of the needle were discovered in a dream by this inventor. His name was Elias Howe. He invented a sewing machine. Number one female millionaire in America. She created hair care products, and she found out the right ingredients to mix in her dreams. A lot of CEOs and creative authors like Stephen King, Tim Ferriss have tried lucid dreaming and came up with some creative ideas from this. What else can you expect? You can expect some healing happening, especially the emotional healing. Now, when you're in lucid dream, you are consciously aware of your own created reality. Whatever you see in your dream is a construct of your own reality. It's what you want to make of it. And it could be so insightful that people get healed from it. You can expect to do some rehearsals. Let's say you got a presentation tomorrow and you know how to lucid dream. You can practice in your dream. You can practice playing your guitar, you can practice darting, you can practice swimming. Instead of water, you can swim in the honey so that you can challenge yourself. Honey tastes delicious. By the way, your senses are all aware. You can taste the food just like you can taste the food in real life. Sense of smell, sense of sight, sense of touch, everything is totally HD. What else can you expect? You can expect transcendence, and it's also used for spiritual purposes. So questions like, who am I? Why am I here? What's my purpose? All of those deep questions that we want to be answered can be explored within our dream state. Now, it is really exciting, isn't it? Now, is it possible for anyone to lucid dream? And the answer is yes, it is possible. It is a matter of how much effort you want to put in and how motivated you are to lucid dream. Let's say you were there. What are the things that you can do practically to be able to lucid dream? Well, number one is dream journaling. You have to start recalling the dreams, and it's a regular habit that you'll have to build with time. So what happens is, let's say you go to sleep tonight, you wake up tomorrow, sleep with the notepad by the side of your bed, wake up, don't even look anywhere, close your eyes for 1 second, breathe, record the last dream that you had in your head and write it down. I'm telling you, if you went to the washroom or if you stared at the ceiling and if you did anything, you're gonna forget your dream within seconds. So make sure you start writing it. On your first trial, you might just get few lines. You might get bits from this scene or that scene that you saw in your dream. But just write it down, don't judge yourself. Day 2, you'll probably get a whole dream. Day 3, day 4, day 5, you'll get bigger, longer recall of your dreams. And as the time passes by, your dream recall will get enhanced. And this will help you lucid dream in the future. So that's one of the ways. Number 2 is reality testing. What I like to do is, I like to put an alarm on my phone for every hour. And it's that same sound that I hear every hour. And I look at my phone and I question myself. And I ask myself, am I dreaming? And it works for a lot of people. So you can do certain things like when your alarm goes off, you can look at your fingers. Because in your dream, you might just not see 5 fingers. You might say 6 or 4. You can poke through your hand. You can poke through the wall. You can toss a coin, look at the coin, and then look away and look at the details of the coin again. In your dream, the things would not look the same as they do in physical reality, and that will give you the realization that you're in your dream. So that's dream recall. The other one is signs. There's very common signs that you can be aware of in your dreams. Number one is if you happen to see people who are deceased. Let's say you see one of your grandparents or your friends who are not alive anymore in your dream, that can make you aware within the dream that it is a dream. So watch out for those dream signs. What else can you do? There's another thing called mild, M-I-L-D, mnemonic induced lucid dreaming. Mnemonic induced lucid dreaming. What is it? It is basically setting an intention before going to bed and telling yourself to consciously be aware in your dream. And what's going to happen is, first few days, you are going to realize within the dream that you're dreaming, and then you'll wake yourself up because you're so excited. It's not a bad thing. It's quite normal. It happens with a lot of people. Happened with me. Happens with a lot of people, that you'll get excited and you'll wake up. But as the days pass by, weeks pass by, you will be able to retain your lucidity and be in the dream for longer periods of time. So that's mild, mnemonic induced lucid dreaming. Then there is wild, wake initiated lucid dreaming. What happens is that when you lay in bed, you're gonna try to focus on your breathing and focus on your body and try to go to sleep, but at the same time not attend to the itches. Do not attend to any uneasiness or restlessness, because your body's going to tell you to unconsciously sleep. But the point here is to sleep consciously. So just bear with it. Focus on your breathing and go to bed consciously, and that's another way of putting yourself in a state of lucidity. So that's wild. Okay. The other one is you can eat green food, basically very clean plant-based diet that helps lucidity, because what it does is it makes your body light. That's one of them. If you want to go for certain supplements, then I would suggest vitamin B6 and B12. They're amazing for retaining your dreams. It's good for your memory in general, B6 and B12, and it is also good for your body. So you can take 500 mg of those supplements. You can take melatonin, nicotine. Those are another two drugs that induce lucid dreaming. There is a thing called nootropics. Alpha Brain is the name of the brand. You can check it out, and that helps with amazing dreams. And Joe Rogan promotes it. I've seen in his podcast that he's highly promoting this nootropic drug. I haven't tried it, so don't take my word. Do your research. You can take Huperzine A. It's been clinically tested to treat Alzheimer's. Huperzine A. It increases the half-life of your brain neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. And look at it, we are in a dream right now. There's a guy back there. He's a dreamy looking guy. He's gonna do some things. He's practicing, I think. Anyway, back to the topic. So yeah, there's certain drugs, eat clean, B6, B12, melatonin, nicotine, nootropics, and those are the things that you can take to induce lucid dreaming. Once you get experienced with all of those things, you can extend your lucid dreams. It takes a little bit of it takes a little bit of practice. One of the methods that Stephen LaBerge told in his book was rubbing your hands while you're dreaming. You just rub your hands and you can extend your lucid dream. Another thing that he suggested was spinning around. He said spinning around was a more efficient way of retaining and extending your lucid dream. For further details, you can always buy Stephen LaBerge's book, Exploring the World of Lucid Dreaming. I want you to try this thing. It's really cool, and it has helped me get in touch with myself. I have seen certain things in my dream life that I was astonished to see, and it has altered positively my waking life as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and oh my goodness, look at that. Cheers.